Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a huge choice for anyone building an AI rig. Do you go with the new school efficiency of the RTX 4060 or the old school raw power of the RTX 3080? It's really a classic battle of brains versus brawn, so let's figure out which one is right for you.
So you're building your own AI machine, and you've hit a fork in the road, right? Let's frame this like a big title fight. In one corner, you've got the reigning heavyweight champ, the 3080, known for its absolute brute force. And in the other corner, we have the modern technical challenger, the 4060, who's all about fighting smarter, not harder.
But look, this isn't just about throwing numbers around from a spec sheet. It's really about matching the right philosophy to what you actually want to do. Are you generating massive, high-res images with stable diffusion, or are you just tinkering with some smaller language models on your own machine? It matters.
When you boil it all down, we're looking at two totally different generations, two completely different ways of thinking. You've got the raw, brute force performance of the Ampere architecture in the RTX 3080, and then you have the smart, technological efficiency of Ada Lovelace in the RTX 4060.
All right, let's get into it. Round one, it's all about raw power. This is the home turf for our heavyweight, the RTX 3080. This is where it built its entire reputation.
And whoa, just look at this chart. I mean, it tells the whole story, doesn't it? It's not even a close fight here. The RTX 3080, especially that 12GB model, is packing almost 3 times the CUDA cores. You can think of those cores as the little worker bees doing all the heavy lifting for your AI tasks.
And that huge number of cores is exactly why the 3080 just plows through really intense jobs. But see, having a ton of cores is only half the battle. They're hungry. You've got to feed them data, and you've got to feed it to them fast.
And this right here, this is the 3080's other knockout punch. It's got this absolutely massive memory bandwidth. That lets it shuttle huge amounts of data around, which is just crucial if you're doing high-resolution generative AI stuff, like with stable diffusion. It just doesn't even break a sweat.
Okay, so let's switch gears. Round 2, the RTX 4060. Our technician knows it can't win a slugfest, so it's gotta be clever. It's gotta fight back with smarts and brand new tech.
So one of the 4060's secret weapons is support for new data types like FP8. Think of it like a more efficient, compact language just for AI. It's a really forward-looking feature designed to speed up all those AI tasks that don't need insane precision, which honestly is a lot of them.
And this quote from NVIDIA, it really gets to the heart of it. The whole Ada Lovelace architecture in the 4060 was built from day one to use AI to get more performance. It uses things like DLSS3 to literally create new frames out of thin air, and that's just something the older 3080 architecture was never built to do.
But honestly, this might be the technician's biggest haymaker, efficiency. I mean, look at this. The 4060 just sips power at around 115 watts. Compare that to the 350 watts the 3080 is guzzling down. This makes the 4060 way easier to cool, it's quieter, and it's cheaper to run. And that is a huge deal for a machine you might have running all the time.
So, the bell rings, and who's left standing? Well, the truth is, there's no one winner. It really depends entirely on you and the kind of fight you're getting into.
Okay, let's look at the final tale of the tape. This table really sums up the whole story, doesn't it? The 4060, it's the clear winner on modern architecture, cool new tech like FP8, and just incredible power efficiency. But man, the 3080 just runs away with the raw power stats, the VRAM, and that massive memory bandwidth.
So how do you actually pick one? Let's make this super simple. We're going to break it down into 2 basic profiles to help you figure out where you fit.
Okay, you're a power user, if this sounds like you. You need the most performance you can get, like right now. You're working with high-res images, you want to run bigger models, and you're not too worried about the power bill. For you, the heavyweight RTX 3080 is your champion, especially if you can snag a good deal on one.
But maybe that's not you. Maybe you're an efficient builder. Your priority is keeping things cool, quiet, and cheap to run. Maybe you're building in a smaller case, or you're more focused on future-proofing your rig with the latest tech. If that's you, then the modern technician, the RTX 4060, gets your vote, hands down.
Now, this is just scratching the surface, If you really want to get into the nitty-gritty and see even more data, there's a fantastic resource you should check out.
Yeah, we've based this whole explainer on some really excellent analysis over at bestgpusforai.com. We've got the link for you right down in the description below so you can go read their full report.
So, we'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. As AI keeps evolving, what's going to be the smarter long-term bet? The brute force that crushes today's problems, or the smart efficiency that's built for tomorrow's? Something to think about. Thanks for watching.